Hello, welcome to Let's Cook at Home with your optical artist, Lyric Jones. In this video, we are going to make spaghetti squash, and you already know. Y'all know how I am about eating meat, but today it's Hannibal the Cannibal. Hello, Clarice. We eating lamb, okay? So I thought it would be fitting that I wear my shirt today because we are going to eat us some lamb. We're going to wash the squash, and I'm going to put it in the pressure cooker, and then we're going to fry up our lamb, and we're going to stuff it, put some cheese in it, put it in the oven, and let that melt, okay? So let me get everything together, and we'll come back and get started. Alright, so I cut the spaghetti squash in half, and what I'm going to do, it has seeds in it if you've never used this before. Alright, so it was the whole half, but I had to use a big knife, and you be careful when you cut it so you don't cut yourself, because it's a little challenging, okay? But anyway, there are seeds on the inside. So I have a grapefruit spoon, and I'm just going to kind of get those seeds out. I don't want to dig inside of the actual squash. We just want to get the seeds out. Okay? So I wanted to make sure that I showed you that. And then we're actually in luck. I bought a Instantpot pressure cooker guide, and it does have on here spaghetti squash. So it says to cut it crossways, which is what we did, and then we cook it on high pressure for 7 minutes. Alright, and that's it. Okay, so this is going to go quick. I'm glad that I got the little book, but that's what we're going to do. And then we'll come back and get the stuffing ready, because this only takes 7 minutes, okay? So I'm going to let this, once I clean it out, I'm going to let this cook while I get all the ingredients ready for the stuffing, okay? I'll be right back. Alright, I feel like I shouldn't cheat you out of this process. I had to show you what I'm going to do. So this is coconut oil. Okay. And I had to put my gloves on because it's going to get a little messy. So in this bowl, I'm going to add in my seasoning, and I'm going to put in just a little bit of ginger. I'm going to put in a little bit of ground nutmeg. I'm going to put in a little sage. Okay, and then I'm going to put in a little celery seed. Just a little bit. And then we're going to add in a little bit of salt. About that much. Okay? And then we're just going to mix it up in this oil, because we're going to rub this oil over the squash. And whatever oil I don't use, whatever this mixture I don't use, I'm just going to add it to the skillet when we fry up the lamb. Okay? So we want to season it before we go ahead and pressure cook it. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and get a nice bit of it in my hand, like that. Rub it together. Okay, and then we're just going to rub it down from the bottom and all on the inside. You want to make sure that this has a nice flavor to it. Okay, and we'll put that one inside of the pot, and then we'll do the other one. And we're going to rub all that oil on the inside. Okay, just like that. And that's it. Okay, but I didn't want to cheat you out of that process. So we put it in there. And for my Instantpot owners, I'm not going to cheat you either. I got a little mess over here. Let me wipe that up a little bit. Okay. And I'll get our top. So let's move our Instantpot over. Turn it around so you can see. Okay. I'm going to lock it. And it says 7 minutes. So we're going to hit pressure cook. And we're going to go down to 7. Okay, and start. Alright, so I have my lamb in my skillet. I broke it down and spread it out, and I have it cooking on warm, because you don't want to burn it. Okay, and this electric skillet, it has a hot spot. I was going to cook it in a cast iron, but I didn't feel like putting up the electric eyes, and I got enough going on up here, so I figured the electric skillet is going to have to do the job today. Alright, so it has a little bit of pink on it right now. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break up some angel hair pasta. Just a little bit. Okay, I like when I have spaghetti squash, I like to add a little spaghetti. But I like the angel hair because it cooks faster. And it's very, it's not as heavy as regular spaghetti. Okay, and I'm going to stir this up to make sure that the spaghetti gets the oil on it. And I only added what was left of the coconut oil that was in this glass bowl. I didn't add any extra. I didn't need it. Okay, the lamb has its own little oils and juices and goodiness. So like I said, if I'm gonna eat meat now, I'm going in. Okay. I had I'll go for a long time. I can go for like, I don't know, 3, 4 months, 6 months, sometimes a year. But I learned to not deny myself certain things. Okay, so if I've been abstaining from something, I'll honor that. Okay, but the body can only handle so much until it's properly trained. I'm not that properly trained, but when I want it, I'm going to eat it. Like I said, I told y'all before, I am not a vegetarian, I'm not a vegan, but I'm not a full-blown carnivore either. Okay, so I take breaks. And right now, I wanted this squash, and I wanted it with the lamb. Clarice, I wanted it with the lamb. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add some seasoning to it. Okay, so we're going to add in a little bit more sage. Alright, I'm adding a little bit more ginger. Just a little bit. And this is just dry ginger, as you can see. I didn't pull out the plane and start shaving stuff. If I wasn't doing a video, this meal would be done already. So my spaghetti squash is just warm. It's staying warm right now. We'll check it. As soon as I get these seasons in here, we'll open it up and poke it with a fork or a knife or something to see how tender it is. Because, like I said, I'm going to cook it some more. Because we got to melt that cheese on top of it. And that was celery seed, okay? So the same seasonings that I put in the oil, the same thing I put in here. Okay, I just want that to cook just a little bit more. And then in my food processor, I put a nice sized purple onion and a nice sized white onion, and I washed some mushrooms and dried those off, and I put them in here as well, and I put the stems from the cilantro in here, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and add those in, and this smells absolutely wonderful. So let's add those in. You're going to do it, then do it. Alright, and I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. Alright, so I have, well, you saw that I had two of the spaghetti squash, so I only cooked one, and then I'll cook the other one this week, so this filling won't go to waste. Okay. Then I'm going to add in some stewed tomatoes. So before I add them in, let me give them a little cut. They're sliced, but I want them just a little bit smaller. But I didn't want diced. And these are stewed tomatoes with celery, green peppers, and onion. Okay, so you can make your filling with whatever you want. Okay, you can use just the mushrooms and everything else and omit the meat. You already know that. I don't have to keep saying it. Y'all know. But sometimes you don't know when people are watching a video for the first time, and some people just really do what they told. They do what they see, you know, but that's why I like to say it sometimes, that you can swap it out. We're here as a guide, okay? Anything that you see on videos, it should be a guide, alright? Because we are bombarded with videos of do this, don't do that, this is healthy, this is not, and then they'll come back next week or next year and tell you the very thing they told you wasn't healthy for you, they'll tell you that it is now, and vice versa. So, you know, you have to kind of take everything with a grain of salt, but mostly you have to know yourself. Okay? Know yourself. And that way you steady. You can change your mind here and there, but for the most part, always know yourself. I got one of these little geckos These little things be everywhere, and when they run in the house, I tell them, bless their hearts, that you gonna come in here and die. And he looked like he's starving to death. He ain't but this big, bless his little heart. I tried to shoo him back out the door, but he was too quick. He ran up under the couch. Now I see him struggling. He's struggling, because you ain't gonna find nothing to eat on my floor, bro. I don't know what you got. And maybe there's some bugs in here he can find, but he'll starve to death in here. Only person to be eating in this joint is me. Okay, so we got this going. And I'm going to spread it out even. And then we're going to add in some red wine vinegar. Just a little bit. Y'all know I like that little twang. Oh, this got the little holes in it. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm going to give it another stir. Oh, it smells wonderful. And I'm going to spread it out flat, because I'm going to put the lid on this. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and cut up the rest of the cilantro on top. Now you can add parsley, or you can skip it all together. Okay, but you're missing out. Just try it. Just try it. It's delicious. I already know it's delicious. Now you can also make this filling and put it in zucchini. Cut your zucchini in half and core it out. And when I core my zucchini out, I chop it up and add it in the mixture. So let's say I was fixing zucchini. When I core it out, I would have put it in the food processor with everything. Nothing goes to waste. Nothing goes to waste. We don't play that. Not around here, partner. Not around here. We're going to eat that. Alright, so that's a nice mix. Again, I'm going to spread it out flat because I'm trying to get it to cook evenly. Alright, and I'm going to put the lid on it. Look at his little ass. Bless his heart, he gonna die. Oh, little fella. My heart, I can't step on him. I can't do it. My heart won't let me do it. I don't like him in the house, but I can't kill him. He gonna have to die on his own. So let's check this, squash. I forgot to tell you that I did come back in and I added just a little bit of water in the bottom, okay? Oh, it's beautiful. I can look at it and tell it's soft enough. Yeah, it's soft. The knife going right through it. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'll be back after it, after the meat is done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. After the meat is done, we'll come back and we will make the little spaghetti strings, and then we will fill it and put some cheese on it. I got some Gouda cheese that I bought to put on it. You can use provolone cheese, you can use goat cheese, you can use whatever cheese you want, okay? I wanted Gouda, alright? So I'll be back in a few, okay? After it has cooked and it's all softened up, you take your fork and you just run the fork through it. You see that? See how it looks? And this is why it's called spaghetti squash. And you just run it through. Now I think what I'm going to do, it just popped in my head just now. It's hot too. Woo! Oh, it's cooking my palm. Okay, and that'll give me some squeeze. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. Okay. Isn't nature wonderful? Spaghetti squash. Now, in my pan over here, I added in some more, not more, but I added in some rosemary and some cumin. When I do the edit, I'll be sure to list that. Because I want to get down up in there. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing again. Gonna get it all out of there. Okay. All right. So now we're going to stir this in and mix that. All right. So I got it all stuffed. I got my Gouda cheese broke all on top. So now we're going to put it in the oven. Okay, and I'm scared if I broil it, I might burn it. Let's go with bake. Let's go with bake for a little bit and see what it do. Okay? And start. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up. And then I'll come back, let it cool off, and we'll give it a taste. Alright? Be back. Alright. Hopefully it's cool enough. I didn't, I left it on broil. I'm sorry, I put it on bake, not broil. Because like I said, I was afraid that I would burn the cheese. You know, sometimes that little burnt look good on there, but I got other things going on and I didn't want to forget about it. So I did better with bake. But if you can stand there over it, you know, and watch it, I would go with the broil. But anyway, let's give it a taste. It smells wonderful. And it is still hot. But let's taste it. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh. Had to give me a hug. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, this is even better than I imagined it. And I still have a nice sized container to cook that other one. So this is my meal for the week. This is wonderful. I have a Chardonnay I bought specifically for this. Let's give it a little taste. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Now I know my dress attire might not be suitable for Dr. Lecter, but I don't think he would be mad at my meal. I think he may be a little upset about my presentation. Okay, I don't have the proper linen and the proper plates and stuff. But other than that, the taste of this is absolutely wonderful. This is dress up worthy. It is. This is if you wanted to have a date at home and cook for your potential partner, this would be a good meal to do. It's nice. It's not over the top. You won't have a whole lot of pots and pans and things going on, but like I said, if I wasn't doing a video, this meal would have been done, I was saying, about 45 minutes. Because again, it only took 7 minutes for the squash to cook in the pressure cooker. Okay? Now it would take longer if you put it in the oven. But the pressure cooker is perfect. I love it. I don't know how I live without it. I actually have 2 of them now. I have 2 Instantpots. I want to talk bad about Instantpot for a second. I love the actual product. Okay? But they sent me a pot without that black cap on it. And they act like they didn't want to give me another one because I got it from Amazon. I paid just as much for the one I got from Amazon. And I didn't like that because I had never had a pressure cooker before and I didn't know. So if you all go back and watch that open box, I don't know if they didn't believe me or they thought that I was trying to get over, but if you go back and watch the open box, you'll see that silver little stem coming out the top. There was no black cap. And they didn't want to send me another one. So I had to buy another pot. That's how much I like it. Okay, is that I bought another pot just so I could get that little cap off. And they wouldn't sell it to me. Ain't that some bitches? So that's the only bad thing I got to say, and it could have been just whoever I was talking to. You know, folks be moody when they come to work sometimes. But anyway, other than that, I don't have anything bad to say about the actual Instantpot product. Nothing at all. I just thought it was pretty foul that they wouldn't send me a cap, and you best believe I did complain. I sure did. I sure did. But overall, like I said, it made this meal go by so much faster. I have cooked spaghetti squash before in the oven, and you gotta wait for it to brown, and the whole kitchen is hot. It's too much going on. You can't beat 7 minutes. You can't beat it. That's it. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you for coming to watch me. I'm starving. Hold on. Let me get my thoughts together. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and leave a nice comment. If you have any Instantpots, somebody wrote in the comments that she had bought an Instantpot, and we had to congratulate her for getting her Instantpot because it is fantastic. And I would say get one. Make sure y'all use my link though. Okay, let's just get a little change. Okay, but anyway, that's all I got to say. And I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, bye bye.